All right, so the science-based lifting community has been around for a long time. Just doing research on building muscle. Normally, it's people who don't have that much progress themselves, people who aren't very strong, people who haven't won championships, people who haven't gotten a lot of strength or muscle. They're talking about science-based lifting, and then people who are new to the gym, they're listening to these people and they're not building muscle, they're not getting strong, they're not getting massive, they're not being great or Herculean or anything remarkable. And then you have all these other people reinventing the wheel, telling you how to train and build muscle. And it's all bunkum. This is the real way how to do it. And the basics work for a reason. You have to get strong on squats, bench, deadlift, and calisthenics, pull ups, push ups. Just get strong on the primal movements, the power lifts, and get strong on calisthenics. And strongman as a bonus. So just basically squat is the king of leg exercises and leg mass, and bench press, deadlift, which is a bonus, but you can still deadlift. It's one of the best exercises for back and hamstrings, especially Romanian deadlifts. And just regular deadlifts will build that back, build the traps. Nothing builds legs better than deep ass to grass squats, going all the way down, building the whole legs. Go deep, do high reps, go heavy, do a lot of volume. You'll build big legs and push yourself. And there's ways to train on how to just different ways to train, like either going to failure, either going for PRs, doing a lot of volume, doing a lot of frequency, leaving room in the tank. But either way, you have to train hard. You have to do the basics. The basics are working for a reason. Do low reps, do high reps, do whatever. In the bench press, people are saying that, you know what, bench press is not good for chest growth. You don't build muscle on bench press. Bench press is overrated. I don't care. Nobody cares about bench. You shouldn't bench. Well, the bench press is one of the most asked about lifts. People ask, how much do you bench? How much do you bench? You could probably bench press me. And it's the most asked about lift. And most people don't know what a bench press is who don't go to the gym. But bench press is important. It's the number one test of upper body strength. And everyone who has a huge bench, I mean, benching big weights, especially for their body weight, they have developed pecs, they have developed shoulders, they have developed arms, they have developed forearms, and they're just big in the upper body and they're strong. Bench press. And deadlift is what you pick up from the floor, and you're really as strong as what you pick up from the floor and put over your head. And nothing says strength more than what you pick up from the floor. So deadlifts are also important. It builds the whole backside of the body and even builds some of the front. And of course pull-ups, because we climb, we are animals. We climb trees. We're just climbers. So upper body pulling, deadlifts, climbing, even rows help. But pull ups and deadlifts could be enough. Rows are also some of the best for your back too. We climb, man, and we pull. That's the primal movement. So what I'm trying to say is every primal movement, that's what you want to get strong on. And push-ups, like here, handstand push-ups, they build the shoulders. So what you press over your head, that's that's gonna build you big shoulders and big triceps. Because what's the point of being? One of the most important forms of upper body strength? What you press over your head. What's the point of being strong if you can't press anything over your head? You have to be strong at everything. And being strong will get you big, especially at a big range of motion. So, a high hit, a good range of motion, or every range of motion, especially full range of motion, hit all rep ranges. light, heavy, high reps, low reps, heavyweight, lightweight, whatever. Hit all the ranges of motion, do all the primal movements, you're gonna get big, period. What are you gonna do cables for? What are you gonna do angles for? Yeah, front squat too. Works the core and it also works the legs and it's safe on the lower back. And it's athletic and it's good for functionality. Incline bench for that upper chest, and it also works the same muscles as the bench press, more upper chest emphasis. But yeah, that's what it takes. Alpha Destiny, another or Alex Leonidas, a natural lifter, bodybuilder, calisthenics athlete, powerlifter, and YouTuber. Alex Leonidas, one of the most, possibly one of the best information out there. He he's natural. He's showing natural potential. He is benching reverse grip 315 for reps. This is about double body weight for reps. And he's natural. And he's about to do pull-ups 15 reps with about 5 pounds shy of 100 pounds, and you'll see his physique. But anyway, yeah, that's what builds the muscle. You have to do all these primal movements for high reps. And I can't stress this more. The the cables, the the what's it called? The angles, that's all bodybuilder stuff. And those are stuff you can do if you're a bodybuilder, you're on PEDs, or you want to just hit isolation work. But the bulk of your muscle mass, bulk of your strength, which carries over to athletics and just being strong, bulk of it comes from the big exercises, the functional movements. If you want to pull, if you want to be strong at pulling, you deadlift, you do rows, you do pull-ups. If you want to be strong at pressing, you do overhead press, you do push-ups, you do bench press, you do dips. You want to be strong at strong legs, you squat and you lunge and you deadlift. I mean not deadlift. Deadlift too for legs, but if you want to be strong legs, do squats. Squats the king of movements for legs. Front squat, back squat, any other bar. And you want to be strong pulling. Yeah, I said it all. So, and movements like leg curls and movements like what's it called? Leg extensions, calf raises, and all those small muscles. They're auxiliary movements to complete the small muscles that aren't being hit. But the majority of the muscles are being hit with the big fundamental movements. Fundamental movements is the base, and that's the whole cake. The small movements like bicep curls, abs, calf raises, any other small muscles, rear delts, side delts, forearms, whatever, isolation, that's the frosting that holds the cake together. That's not necessarily needed, but it completes the cake. It just it completes the body for bodybuilding. And this is Boris Terry. He's a natural lifter, natural freak. You see him 585 deadlift for 10 reps. That's a light day. He normally does 675 for 8. And then incline bench 315 for 10. C3 muscle. This is also a light day for him. He is squatting 500 for 12 reps. And he does high frequency. He squats every day. There's no day he doesn't squat. And he does low reps, he does high reps, he does volume, and he has the biggest natural legs on the planet. Look at his calves. He has the biggest calves of a natural, bigger than most people on drugs. And his quads are very big too. And he squats, no equipment, and he goes all the way down. So, yeah, this is what it takes to build muscle. Jeff Nippard and all these other science-based pages, they're saying all this stuff. And people who are noobs, they're gonna listen to these studies, not knowing that what works are the basics. All the biggest monsters, all the biggest people, they push themselves in the gym. They do all these big movements. They work for a reason, man. And Ashton Ruska, IPF world champion drug tested lifter, freak of nature, squatting 650 for 8. This is like 3 times body weight for 8 reps, about. And he squats like 3.5 times body weight in the meet. He has an all-time world record in his weight class for the squat. So, and he has so much muscle. He's like the genetic freak of genetic freaks, Ashton Ruska. And it's the training that did it. And you can see this 826 deadlift. Look how much muscle he has. So you tell me these science-based training did that? No, it's training like a badass, training like a monster, training like a maniac. That's what you do. Doesn't mean you go to failure until you're crippled. It means you push yourself. It means you do the movements that work. It means you just keep going rep after rep. You don't quit early, or you quit early when it's time to call the program. But you're just manhandling weights. That's what you do. That's what it takes. And every big person, beside the nutrition, which is also a part of it, you have to eat like a monster. You have to eat foods you grow and kill, and eat in the surplus sometimes. And also know when to not eat junk. You have to eat for performance. But look at every strong person has big muscles. Being big takes being strong. A big muscle is a strong muscle. And of course, that also has to do with insertions and stuff. But you could tell if you do like a full range of motion and do a better range of motion, you're gonna have more muscle. Especially if you do heavier weight, higher reps, and whatever. And genetics play a role, leanness plays a role. And yeah, that's pretty much what it takes. A big muscle is a strong muscle. And Eric Bugenhagen, look at the amount of muscle he has as he deadlifts. And he's an advocate of everything I'm saying. And Shane Hunt, he's one of the most jacked powerlifters today. And this is him deadlifting 9 plates. Sumo, but not meme like sumo, but it's still good range of motion. It's not excessively sumo. This is 855 pounds. If you do it once, you'll have big muscles. But he does it for 9 reps, and you're about to see his physique. And he's strong at everything. And he also does calisthenics at a heavy body weight, handstands and whatnot, backflips, pull ups. And this is the type of physique you get from it. And other stuff too. But he was also the natural deadlifting 800, squatting 600, and being very lean. So you just you have to still have the genetics, and he obviously is genetically gifted. And also, what's it called? Yeah, I was gonna say people like and Eric Lillybridge, of course, genetic freak, mutant. Look how massive he is. He's a monster, man. And the whole Lillybridge family, Papa Lillybridge too, on the Ernie Lillybridge Sr. There he is there deadlifting conventional 925, no straps, big forearms, strong grip. That's how you become a monster. And look how massive he is. Strength, built like a bodybuilder. That's nice. And look, a 10 plate squat. That's how you get big legs. Look at the calves. Look at the quads. Look at the traps. A 10 plate squat, 955. And in sleeves. And look at the muscle he has. A mountain of muscle, built like a bodybuilder. He's jacked. Larry Wheels. Of course, power bodybuilder. 200 pounds seated military. 200 pounds in each hand. Shoulder pressing it strict. That's insane. And he's not even 300 pounds doing that. So it's almost like less than 2/3 of his body weight. More than 2/3 of his body weight in each hand. And he's jacked. So that's what it takes, man. And this is 765 for 7 reps. 8 plate deadlift. If you even do this for 1 rep, you'll be jacked. Extremely jacked. Naturally or enhanced. You'll be jacked. But Larry does it for 7 rep, and look at his whole upper body development. Wait, is this what a lengthened partial is? No, this is a lengthened full. He is full on the scale. This is lengthened full. This is lengthened strength. And maybe these are lengthened partials. He's doing a good range of motion, but not full. But he's a 330-pound man, 70 pounds attached, 30 reps. And so this is roughly a 400-pound total weight pull up for 30 reps. Look at his lats. Look at his upper body. Even look at his legs. This guy is massive, man. This is what it takes. Pull-ups, deadlifts, bench press, squats, every overhead press. This is what gets you big. Get strong at those. Do reps, primal movements. That's what gets big. Lengthen partials what? Science-based training what? Curls what? Cables, angles what? That's good if you want to stay shape, because not everyone has to be big. Not everyone's goal is to be big. Not everyone's goal is to be strong. And not everyone has to be strong. We all have different goals. We all have different goals. Not everyone wants to be strong. Not everyone wants to be Superman. Not everyone wants to break PRs. Some people just want to be healthy. Some people just want to move well. Some people just want to be flexible. And that's fine, because we all have different goals. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes us special. Everyone should be free to do what they want to do. But there's what works for certain things. And Ronnie Coleman, to finish this video off, he is like the godfather of power bodybuilding, next to like people like Michael Hearn. But Ronnie Coleman, the 800 for 2 deadlift, that's viral. His 200-pound incline he did for 6 reps. That self lift off and whatever. Got to position himself. And he's the most successful bodybuilder ever, next to Arnold financially. But Ronnie, he's 8-time Mr. Olympia. He lifted heavy in every compound lift. And he's the most complete, most dominant, best packaged bodybuilder on stage. So this is how you get big. This is how you get strong. Doing it. So this is all I have to say. So train hard. Big people are strong for a reason. Everyone's trying to reinvent the wheel. The basics work. Train like an animal. Get strong. Learn all ways of training. Eat like a boss. Eat like a king. Eat like you have multiple jobs. Get strong on the power lifts, bench, squat, deadlift, overhead press, incline bench, front squat, pull-ups, push-ups, dips, handstands. Learn calisthenic skills. Even do strongman if you want, but also calf raises to train the calves. Do your cardio and eat like a boss. Train, just push yourself in the gym. Don't train to failure all the time. Know when to train. Sets and reps, rep PRs, and that's pretty much it. I offer online coaching. Email talder123@gmail.com. Whether you want to do powerlifting, bodybuilding, calisthenics, or strongman. I could do your exercise programming. And what I have over 15 years of experience in both training people and lifting, achieved high levels of muscle and strength naturally, and so are my clients. You won't be disappointed.